Welcome guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so we've got something different in today, right? Which is, it's not a different vehicle as to what we've seen, but a different in style and taste. And okay, basically coming down to this here is a 325iS EVO1. So EVO1, but the car is a South African car that's been taken to Mozambique. Sorry about it. So it's a South African vehicle, obviously, that's been purchased in Mozambique, right? And this was purchased, I can't remember, he told me, but it's, the customer's got this car for quite some time. And it's a car that he's always wanted, and a lot of people know this car, right? So I've got a lot of people from Mozambique, a lot of friends from Mozambique, and a lot of people know this vehicle. I've actually had this customer here. I've had him on Facebook for a while, and even before we started doing restorations. But we finally got to talking not too long ago. So the car has been in South Africa. We've only got it here for the next, call it 5 months. So we actually got to move our ass with it as well. And I've got to jump it into queues, but it's not in for full restoration. So we going to be doing a few things on the vehicle. Number one is we're going to be doing paintwork. We are going to be keeping the color, and this is as per the customer. So original color of this car is ice white. I mean, a lot of people will be, look, we've got our own taste in South Africa, meaning our own style in South Africa of it has to go back to OEM, and we've got certain colors that we want to play with. Mozambique has got Mozambican style, right? And I remember this year still with the Skylines. I think it was back in 2013 when they still hosted, Joburg Party still hosted, I think it was Joburg versus Maputo, or Josie versus Maputo or something like that, but it was a spin show, right? And I remember the Skyline still coming in there, and it was neon colored rings on the rims or neon colored cars and so on like that, and that's their style. So I've got to respect that. I didn't agree with keeping the original color. I wanted to go with back to its original color, which is ice white, with a gold wheel, and twist it up with a gold wheel. But Mamas doesn't want that. He wants to go back. He is going to change the rim afterwards. We're not too sure on what to put on, but we're going to keep the rim for now. We are going to do a couple of things to the vehicle, but we're going to do it to how he wants it and to what makes him happy. So going back to that, we're going to keep the color, right? But this, if you look at the car, it's not a two-tone car. This is actually starting to fade out. It looks like it looks like fading on the clear coat. Right, this car was repainted moons ago, many moons ago. The color we more or less going to keep is down to the neon orange. Then he's asked for certain carbon fiber look. No. Yeah, call it that. He's looking for a carbon fiber look on certain of the items, right? So, sorry about that. I'm just coming out of flu, that's why I haven't had any videos go out. So we've got, I'm thinking of doing some of the carbon fiber on the black trim. And yes, again, a lot of people are gonna hate on me for that, but just because we do it a certain way doesn't mean that's the right way. Remember, this man is building the car up for himself. So just, I want to dump some carbon fiber, and we're gonna do either on it, right? Basically on some of the trim, not all of the trim, just some of the trims. He wants to keep this rear spoiler up here. The IS spoiler, he wants to go basically keep it carbon again and keep the back as the same color or color coded to the vehicle. The Prestige panel, he wants to do the carbon finish on that, as well as the rims. So he wants to keep the orange on the rims and do a carbon finish on there. You guys are not going to believe this here, right? This is an EVO1. This car's got aluminum panels on it. So, easy way for us to check if it's aluminum. never mind giving us the micron build, which is the paint thickness build on it. It tells us NF. NF means non-ferrous. So if I come here to the back fender here quickly, again our micron build, and it tells us it's ferrous, meaning it's metal, steel. So both the doors are aluminium. The one fender is aluminium, and the bonnet is aluminium. So it's only the right hand side fender that is metal. Okay, so it's actually good that I got the gauge out for you guys, and this here will actually it's a good indicator for me to show you why we're going to do certain things on this vehicle. So we know that we're going to do a color change on it, right? My first thing is I don't just want to start flattening the car down and prepping up and painting over it. A few reasons why. The inconsistencies of the thickness of the paint is a bit drastic on this vehicle. So we're measuring up to from 470 microns all the way to 346. That's just on the roof, right? The boot 402. This back fender is measuring out at 767 microns. 760 microns is about, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's about 0.7 mil thickness. We should be at about anywhere between 320 and 370, or 300 and 370. That's what I would want to keep it at. The 895. So it's telling me that this fella at the back here, it's thick. 391 here. I'm going to show you, come to the front fenders. Now, we're measuring at 389 over this area here for 1 year. But here, where did I come in now? It's 502, 639, 918 here on the corner. So it shows me that the thickness of the paint or whatever is underneath this paint here is starting to get thicker out as we come to the back of the car. Let me check the side here quickly. So this corner here is actually measuring at about 617 microns. Then 590, 590, and here we've got fuller here again. So if you look at the side here, I got 902 microns. So what this is telling me is that there's either inconsistencies in paint, but you can't get this inconsistency on just a paint level. There must be fuller, and I can actually hear that. There's fuller. You can actually hear that. That's hollow. This is muffled out. So, having said that, right, we opting that, not opting, I am gonna blast this car, but I just told you guys when we started up that this here is not a restoration vehicle, so it is gonna be quite, doesn't even give me a reading. It's fiberglass. See, the 897 microns. It's thick for a fender. It's very thick, but you can see how the paint is cracking up here. So they've got the Z4 grills on here as well, of which he wants to maintain. I still want to see how this is put on and try and figure this here out afterwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip the car out as per normal, right? Motor and box is not coming out. We are going to assess. There is a couple of rust areas that I found there. We are going to assess it. I'm going to see how far the rust is. This car is actually a very nice, clean, not clean car, but clean as a sense of OEM car. It's actually a very put together car, meaning the car is still a whole car. It's still actually a very soft car. If you listen to the motor, it's actually a nice M20 standard tone on it. Exhaust note is still the standard tone on it. So we're going to maintain that. We're going to just do repairs on it. We're going to do suspension repairs on it. He complained about something on the rear tough carrier. It's torn. We're going to have a look at that. But before we get to all of that, we want to start tackling the bodywork. So, sorry, I'm getting carried away here with this thing. Let me switch this thing off. Otherwise, we're not going to talk. So, we know that we've got inconsistencies in the paint, right? So, I would like to strip down, take off the beadings, take the windows off. The door windows have to come off. So, we're going to strip out the door cuts, strip off the mechanisms, take off the windows. we're not going to blast on the aluminum parts, right? I'm going to have to do a manual strip down on that. The rest of the vehicle, we're going to do a blast on it. So we're going to do a light blast on it. We're going to use 200 to 300 media. That's a 200 to 300 grit media. So it's going to be, it's not too harsh. It's harsh, but not too harsh. But it's enough for us to start pulling off the paint that we need to pull off. We'll make sure that we keep our distance to that. But before we even get to that point there, I actually need to mask this car off because I don't really want to get any of the medias on the inside of the vehicle. So I've actually had to get a thick film plastic, and I've actually got to duct tape the vehicle all the way around and basically get this car masked up properly, mask the engine bay off properly, strip everything else off, and then start assessing how we're going to blast the vehicle. So I think I'm going to break this video up into a couple of videos. One is just my introduction video to the vehicle. I'll show you the engine bay quickly. The introduction to the vehicle. Okay, I think it's open. I don't know why is it not popping. Will be the introduction, and then I will do a. Okay, so I must just check the cable out here. The introduction to the vehicle. Oh, look here. The car is actually nice and complete, but it's been resprayed a few times. Right, so a couple of areas that we're gonna have to clean out before I end this. Look at the paint there on the front cradle. So I see the white that's bleeding under. Yeah, so we've got to sort all of this out. So we've got to strip out as much as possible. I think we're going to come as far as pulling the radiators out, pulling as much as you're piping out your bottles out on it. I actually said I want to leave the aircon pipes in because this aircon actually blows ice cold. So I'm going to mask over all there. I'm going to rip out everywhere else, mask all the way around there. There's heavy sound in the car as well. So I've got to see what we're doing there. He's not going through with OEM lights. We are going to do a change with the lights. We're going to have to come and scrape down here properly, maintain the aluminium bonnet, and we want to get the engine bay painted as well, but we're going to do an inspection. So I'm going to pull the mat all the way out so we don't, it doesn't look like we have a blowover vehicle, and we'd like to get the engine bay looking the same color basically as the vehicle. I think I'm going to break this into a couple of episodes. So call this here our introduction episode to the car, and then I'll show you guys what we find after blasting, and then obviously we can, once we find out what we're going to do, we know that we need to get into pinning and filing. We know we need to get into pinning and filing, straightening up of the metal, and then from there prepping up to bodywork. So stay tuned. Let's see how this car progresses, and drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Like I say, all I'm asking is when we drop a comment, let's be respectful for everybody's taste, opinions, views, and let me know what you guys think on the car. But this is something different, and sometimes different is good. So let's try this out. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I shall update you all soon. Just